Hi friends, welcome to PSC Collegiate English. Today I am here to discuss yet another poem, Background Casually by Nizam Ezekiel. Nizam Ezekiel was born in 1924 and he died in 2004. He is an Indian Jewish poet, actor, playwright, editor and art critic, foundational figure in post-colonial India's literary history. He was awarded Sahitya Akademi's Award for 1983 poetry collection, Latter-day Sams. He is applauded for his subtle, restrained, well-crafted diction dealing with common and mundane themes in a manner that manifests both cognitive profundity and as an unsentimental, realistic sensibility that has been influential on the course of succeeding Indian English poetry. He enriched and established Indian English poetry through his modernist innovations and techniques which enlarged Indian English literature, moving it beyond purely spiritual and orientalist themes to include a much wider range of concerns and interests, including mundane familial events, individual angst, and skeptical social inspection. He is described as the father of post-independence Indian verse. His famous poems are Night of the Scorpion and anti-Jingoism poem The Patriot. Coming to his works, Time to Change, The Unfinished Man, The Exact Name, Snakeskin and Other Poems, translation of Marathi poet Indira Sant. Hymns in Darkness, Latter-day Psalms. Some of his plays are The Three Plays, 1969, Do Not Call It Suicide, 1993. He has written an essay that is Naipaul's India and Mine, that is very famous. Coming to the poem as such, first of all we will go through the poem and later on analyze it line by line so that we will be familiar with both the lines as well as meaning of the poem. A poet, rascal, clown was born, the frightened child who would not eat or sleep, a boy of meager bone. He never learned to fly a kite. His borrowed top refused to spin. I went to Roman Catholic school, a mugging Jew among the wolves. They told me I had killed the Christ. That year I won the scripture prize. A Muslim sportsman boxed my ears. I grew in terror of the strong. But undernourished Hindu lads, their prepositions always wrong, repelled me by passivity. One noisy day I used a knife. At home on Friday nights, the prayers were said. My morals had declined. I heard of yoga and of Zen. Could I perhaps be Rabbi Saint? The more I searched, the less I found. 22. Time to go abroad. First, the decision, then a friend to pay the fare. Philosophy, poverty, and poetry, three companions shared my basement room. The London seasons passed me by. I lay in bed 2 years alone, and then a woman came to tell my willing ears I was the son of man. I knew that I had failed in everything a bitter thought. So, in a French cargo ship taking French guns and mortar shells to Indochina, scrubbed the decks and learned to laugh again at home. How to feel at home was the point. Some reading had been done, but what had I observed except my own exasperation? All Hindus are like that, my father used to say. When someone talked too loudly or knocked at the door like the devil, they hogged and spat, they sprawled around. I prepared for the worst, married, changed jobs, and saw myself a fool. The song of my experience sung, I knew that all was yet to sing. My ancestors among the castes were aliens crushing seed for bread. The hooded bullock made his rounds. One among them fought and taught, a major bearing British arms. He told my father sad stories of the Boer War. I dreamt that fierce men had bound my feet and hands. The later dreams were all of words. I did not know that words betray, but let the poems come and lost that grip on things the worldly prize. I would not suffer that again. I look about me now and try to formulate a plainer view. The wise survive and serve, to play the fool, to cash in on the inner and outer storms. The Indian landscape sears my eyes. I have become a part of it. To be observed by foreigners, they say that I am singular. Their letters overstate the case. I have made my commitments now. This is one, to stay where I am. As others choose to give themselves in some remote and backward place, my backward place is where I am. So that was the poem. Let's come to the analysis part of it. Background Casually tells about the struggle of the poet for identity in a country where he and his community were considered alien. The poem is divided into three sections. The first section deals with childhood of the poet, the second section throws light on his adult age, and the third section deals with his old age. Coming to section 1, Ezekiel uses third person for himself. According to him, he was born low. Being a member of alien community, he could never eat or sleep, and thus he became weak. Due to this feeling, he could not fly kite. Even the top also failed to spin in his hands. He was sent to a Roman Catholic school where he was like a prey before the wolves, Hindus and Muslims. He was often taunted by Hindus and Muslims who accused him of the murder of Christ. They compared him to Judas, who betrayed Christ. The same year, he won Scripture Prize, depicting that he was quite good in his schooling. He was often beaten by a Muslim boy, and terror reigned in his mind during that stage. Hindu boys repelled him away with their wrong accent and use of language. Being enraged, he even thought becoming violent and used his knife, though he did not mention where, how, and why he used his knife. One night, he heard prayers that made him believe that he is no morally so good. He thought if he could still become a rabbi saint. But deeper, he thought the more he refused, he became. Section 2, Ezekiel talks about his adult age experiences. His family desired to send him to England for higher studies, but being financially poor, they could not afford his expenses. However, one of his friends paid for him and he was able to go to England. There, he was alone and considered poverty, poetry, and philosophy his friends. Even after 2 years, he was alone. A woman came and tried to motivate him, and he tried to make his life better. He recognized his failure, which became unbearable thought. After spending some years there, he desired to go back to India. After coming to India, Ezekiel tried to be happy and feel at home again. His father told him that Hindus are violent. He married, changed his jobs, started writing poetry, and knew that he had ample to write. Coming to the third section, that describes his experience as an old person. He recognized that writing poetry is also not safe, and even words can harm a person. He wrote poems and gave up his suffering. Now he tried to write wisely without paying free play to his thoughts. He expresses his inner and outer suffering that he ultimately failed to defeat. He says he has become an integral part of India. The foreigners consider him to be an alien, but he decided now that he will consider himself an Indian. The poem's significance to Ezekiel's over lies partly in it being an autobiographical poem, which is seen to indicate crisply his official view of life. Ezekiel's general tendency in this poem is to be more communicative than be imagistic is evident. Similarly, the ironic tone that swings between whipping the self and the society around it is also an abundant display in this poem. Coming to the themes, culture, identity, race, history, and sense of belonging are discussed here. It is up to the individual and not to the society to decide where he belongs and feels more comfortable with. Now, loss of identity in Indian society is yet another theme that is dealt in the poem. Also, the theme of alienation. So guys, this is the analysis of the poem. Hope you have enjoyed it. Happy learning. We'll meet with yet another poem.